Well, it's the end of an era for the Green Bay area. After 25 years, runners crossed the finish line at the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon for the final time.
Yeah, that's right. Fox 11's Andrew Mertens shares how competitors and spectators feel about the yearly tradition that is no longer.
Let's go, baby!
Thousands of runners took off on Sunday once again in Brown County. Only this time will be the last for the running of the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon.
It'll be sad that this is ending. You know, this has gone on for so many years, and I really hope somebody digs down deep and decides to continue doing it, because I think it is a good attraction for Green Bay.
There were plenty of supporters cheering runners on as they weaved their way through Ashwaubenon, Alloway, and Green Bay. Spectators all hope a different title sponsor will take the baton and continue what's become a yearly tradition in the area.
We also go to other area marathons and do that also, so it'd be nice if we could keep one here in Green Bay.
A banana.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cellcom encourages someone else to take over the event as they're ready for new beginnings.
I think we want to look at what else we can do, and so we're always changing and going where the community kind of needs us to go. And so it's been a great 25 years, and we're looking forward to another 25 years doing something just as great.
Nicholas from Grand Prairie!
I feel very strong. My legs feel okay. I was very happy.
Menasha native Kathy VanDehy was first across the finish line in the women's marathon. While it feels good to have her name etched in the record books, she's also sad about the end of the storied event.
I want the running community in the Fox cities to continue to build, and obviously not having Cellcom anymore, that could hinder that running community.
Others like Samuel Dean share similar feelings.
I wanted to keep coming back, but we actually signed up for this race with the intention of continuing to do it in the future.
Running in Sunday's half marathon event wasn't enough by itself for Dean. He also happened to juggle throughout the race.
It's really nice because it kind of takes your mind off the pain of running.
Runners and community members all hope future marathons will be held in town. In Brown County, Andrew Mertens, Fox 11 News.
We'd also like to give a special shout out to Fox 11 evening producer Matt Aho, who finished second in today's half marathon. Congrats to him and to everyone who crossed the finish line today. To view the full results of today's races, we've included a link with an Andrew story on our website, fox11online.com.
How many times have you competed in the Cellcom?
This is my first time. I was supposed to run the full a few years ago, but it was canceled because of weather, so I just ran the half that year, but otherwise this is my first time.
What's this like to not only win it, but to be the last winner ever for this event?
Really cool, really cool. I came into the race just trying to have fun and enjoy the distance, and being here on the last one and just being able to do what I love in my hometown. Well, I'm from Appleton, but essentially my hometown is just really cool, and being out there with the community support and just hearing my name all along the course, it's like I don't even know you, but you're cheering for me, and that's really freaking cool.
What was your strategy? How did you get through it? How did you do it?
Like I said, I just came in just wanting to enjoy the race and have fun. Push the limits a little bit, but otherwise I just wanted to come out here and have fun.
Did you have expectations of actually winning it based on the Fox cities before, or did you not put a win as your expectation coming in?
Yes, winning was my #1 goal coming in regardless of the time, because this is my 12th marathon, and I wasn't really racing this to be competitive. I just wanted to come out here and use it as a training run and do a hard effort and take the W.
Wow, so when you're doing this as a training run and you end up winning, I mean, does that actually kind of exceed the expectations? Even though you were thinking you'd win, it's just a training run technically.
Yeah, definitely all the above. A win is a win regardless of what the race is, and it still feels really good.
What does it feel? Oh, you're good. I was going to ask, what does it feel like that you're able to kind of put your name in the history books where you're from?
Really awesome. Really awesome. There's not a whole lot of major races around the Fox cities like this other than Cellcom and the Fox cities. So being able to have my name in both books is really cool.
When did you start running when was your first marathon?
2018, Fox Cities was my first marathon.
What made you decide to kind of get into the 26.2-mile race?
Yeah, good question. I ran all through college, and I was a short sprinter. I was a 400, 800 runner, And then after college, I just transitioned to the longer distance because I had so much more time on my hands after not being a student athlete and just working 40 hours a week. So I was just like, I'll just keep running farther and farther and see where it took me. And it's been a really, really fun, crazy train up till now.
How difficult is that to go from what you were doing in college to actually running marathons and actually winning them?
There's obviously a lot of different shifts that you have to make, but I think the biggest shift is just the mental piece of it. And being a short sprinter versus a distance runner, they're both extremely painful, but it's just a different kind of pain. So you just have to embrace whatever that pain is, and just, like when I'm out there running the marathon, it's like, I've hurt way worse than this sprinting at 800 meters. So it's like, just keep going.
You said previously, there's not as many races in the area. So maybe what does that feel to you, knowing that this is the last Cellcom Green Bay Marathon, where, could, even make it even less?
Yeah, it definitely is sad, just because I want the running community in the Fox cities to continue to build, and obviously not having Cellcom anymore, that could hinder that running community. So I do hope another race organization picks up something, or another organization starts a race, because without that, I feel sad for the runners in the community, just because there aren't a whole lot of races.
Are there certain goals you have in this now? Maybe you've already run Boston. Are there certain goals you want to achieve before you're done?
Yeah, so I actually just competed in the U.S. Olympic trials in February. And so I plan to, this is kind of like my off season right now. And then I hope to next year, within the next, 12 months, run another PR for another Olympic qualifier for the next 4 years.
Where did you compete in college?
UW-Stevens Point.
And where were you in high school then?
Portonville.
Awesome.
Yep.
The biggest congratulations. What's next for you?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. I think just, like I said, this is kind of my off season right now, so just taking some downtime and not really training super hard, and I think I'm just going to race a few halves and kind of work on my speed work.
Can you first get into, who you're here cheering on?
We are cheering on our youngest son, who is running the full marathon, and according to this, is just about ready to cross the river. And we have 3 coming next. My oldest son, John, my son-in-law, Jason, and my grandson, Ian, are doing the half marathon.
Yeah, so a family affair.
Family affair. They've been doing this for years. Yeah, it's going to be sad to see this end. It really will be. Hope somebody picks it up. I really do.
Yeah, I was just going to touch on that a little more. Again, you said family affair, pretty much every year you're used to.
Yeah.
So kind of like, what is that feeling that, that this is the last one, at least as we know it right now?
Yes, and we'll have to go to Chicago to see the marathon next time. Yeah, in the fall we will.
Yeah, I guess kind of what's it like, cheering them on year after year? Is it kind of change, or is it grow more special as time passes?
It's impressive to see their times, especially my grandson, ran his first one at about 13, and how he's progressed and now runs cross country and track at St. Norbert for them. So it's interesting to see how they all get going, and they get motivated. They get their stuff out in the morning all over my living room, and they've got, we've got designated spots all over the city where we go to watch them. And we're lucky we live here because we know the ins and outs of Green Bay, and we can get to see them in a lot of different spots. So yeah, it's interesting. It's fun. We make a weekend of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys, are you going to be hopping to another stop after this one? Or?
Yes, my husband, after they come by, is going to the finish line, and I'm going to mile 20 with a jug of something, I don't know, drink, and with antacids and salt pills and a new clean hat. Yeah.
Making sure they're ready for the home stretch.
Yes. Yeah, the hardest part. Yeah, going back across the river and coming on down. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Lottie, I guess I didn't think I had any other questions. Anything you wanted to add on it at all?
No, I think, like I said, it'll be sad that this is ending. This has gone on for so many years, and I really hope somebody digs down deep and decides to continue doing it, because I think it is a good attraction for Green Bay, especially with the Packers. Maybe the Packers will decide to run it. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be.
The Packer Marathon. Come on, Murphy.
What's going through your head? I mean, this the last time you're directing this race. How's it feel?
Really good. It's seeing everybody coming across the finish line. We're getting them home safe. It's a great feeling.
I know you said it's warming up a little bit, but could you have asked for kind of a better day for the final run like this?
I think for a final run like this with almost perfectly clear skies, the temps are staying down a little bit. I think that you can't ask for much better than this.
How much work goes into this every single year?
A
And is
lot.
this year any different?
This year was a little bit different. We tried to put a good spin on it for the 25th anniversary, so we took care of the legends that have run every year for 25 years. We wanted to just make sure we went out on a good note, so we put a little extra effort into it for what is turning out to be a perfect race.
25 years is a good, nice number, but is there any sadness for you personally that this is it? This is going to be the last one?
It is tough. It's with knowing it's the last one of the Cellcom it's tough to see it. Put a lot of effort into it and just kind of abrupt stop like that.
Do you have any favorite memories that stand out to you?
Honestly, my favorite memory was running it in 2011. But as far as directing it, I think just being able to see people coming across the finish line every year, the smiles on their faces, the accomplishments that they're doing, it's just really cool to be a part of that and making their day special.
What was your first year as a director?
3 years ago. So this is my third year directing it.
Do you recall what made you actually want to do it or be willing to do it? Because it's kind of a tough challenge.
It is. It's. I think again, it came down to I ran it in 2011, and they were looking for somebody to direct it. It's something that I love to do, and being a part of a large race like this, and again, putting something on that is really for the participants.
You just having knowledge of these marathons, they obviously have the Fox Cities one. Do you think there's an opening for any type of marathon moving forward by anybody, or is it going to be difficult?
I think something will happen. I have kind of a sneaky suspicion this will continue in one fashion or another. So just kind of have to work out the details and see which way that goes.
There you go. Anything else you really want people to know?
I don't think so. I think it's just great to see the community come out, and really the support has been huge for the last run of the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon.